Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe from Joe Plays Games, and welcome to a game called The Long Dark. Now, this game really piqued my interest a few months ago when I first saw it on Steam, and at the time it was somewhere around like $30 or so, and I wasn't feeling up to, dropping $30 on a game that I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy. But I still read the reviews, and it seemed like a really nice, interesting game. What it is it's a survival simulator that takes place in the Canadian wilderness. So you have to contend with, the elements. So like you're being cold, thirst, hunger, tiredness, stuff like that. Interacting with the wildlife, fighting wolves and stuff like that. So it seemed really cool at the time, and so I just decided to keep my eye on this one, and it actually just went on sale this weekend for less than $9, so I had to pick it up. And so I played it a little bit last night, I played it a little bit this morning, and just to get to grips with the mechanics and stuff like that. And 9 hours later, here we are. So I haven't touched the main story at all. All I've really done was do survival mode, where it's the non-narrative part of the game, but there's also a story mode that comes along with it. So I'm kind of interested in playing the story mode with the game for the channel. So just to change it up, I've been doing a lot of horror stuff on the channel lately, and I don't want to be just a horror channel. I want to play a lot of different games. So without further ado, let's get into The Long Dark. Start a new game. And episode 1, Do Not Go Gentle. Mackenzie and Dr. Greenwood are separated after their plane crashes deep in the northern Canadian wilderness. Struggling to survive, Mackenzie explores the small town of Milton, where he begins to understand the scope of this quiet apocalypse. I like it. I'm liking it. Let's see. Capable survivor for those with some experience and those looking for a balance between exploration and survival. Wildlife is sparse but can seek you out. Survival elements are challenging but resources are plentiful. I would say I fall within that category, even though I've only literally been playing the game for a couple days. Let's make it normal difficulty, and we'll call it Story 1. All right. So excited. And we wake up. No, not quite.
Mackenzie. Mackenzie.
What's happening?
Don't let this new world break you.
Come on, Mackenzie, get up.
Astrid. Astrid!
Ooh, that must hurt. Let's interact with this. Ooh, that's a piece of metal. I gotta click. There we go. Ouch. Long Dark. Okay, so let's check
Find
it
some
out.
shelter from this wind.
Blood loss from the plane crash injuries and more injuries from the fall. After a plane crash, you are concussed, badly bruised, and feeling weak. Your hand was wounded during the crash. You will not be able to climb or hold weapons until it heals through rest. So, if you take a look at this right here, it tells me how cold I am, and as you can see, I'm very cold right now because it feels like 13 degrees Fahrenheit. I actually have the all of the values set to empirical. It's default to metric, but over here in America we use empirical, so that's what I'm going by. When I'm a little bit winded, so that's I'm slightly tired. I'm starting to get numb, and as you can see, while you're in the screen, stuff is still happening. I'm getting pretty cold, so I'm actually. Can I warm myself over by the I should be able to warm myself up by the wreckage. Guess not. I can't sprint. I can also check those values over here, so it just gives you a little quick look. So it looks like I'm pretty cold, I'm somewhat tired, a little bit thirsty, but not too bad, and halfway towards hungry. Fire. Fire provides heat, water, food, protection. Use the campfire option in the radial menu. You'll need all the fixings: a fire starter, tinder, and fuel. Accelerant speeds up the process. Fuel types impact burn time and heat production. An active fire can be used to cook and boil water, as well as keeping you from freezing to death. Okay, so let's see what... Ooh, there's a first aid kit right here. I missed that. And there's some bandages, and antibiotics, and more bandages. First aid, study your treatments and learn to triage. There are many ways to die in the wilderness. Medical treatments, man-made or harvested from the natural world, will save your life. Use the status screen to check on your health. Apply a treatment using the first aid radial menu. You can also use treatments from your pack menu. Controls, the key to survival, preparation, and self-control are vital for your survival. Check your controls menu. Alright, I know how to play. And let's take some firewood too. And some cloth. So there's a lot of things that you can pick up to help yourself survive. Let's see. See if I can use the bandages on myself. Apply the bandage. There you go. Blood loss is starting to heal. Cool. I need tinder. Tinder. Where can I find tinder? Okay. Gotta find some tinder, and I'm guessing a fire starter. Let's check. See what I actually have in the menu. So I just have the wood that I picked up, and I guess you start off with some matches. So yeah, I just need some tinder. Some sticks. Newsprint. There's some tinder right here. Cloth. Alright. Let's build that fire. And ooh, that's wow. Chance of success 75%. Let's start with this stick because I don't want to, have that fail. It's a lot more forgiving in the story mode, I suppose. In survival mode, the cedar logs would be like a base of 30, and it would be with everything, the chance of actually having the fire start would be like 60%. You would need to use something smaller to get it started first. Yeah. And the amount of time that I spent learning how to play this game over the last 9 hours or so, I made a lot of mistakes that,
It worked.
I didn't think was going to be too big of a deal.
That's
like,
all I have in me.
no, add more to the fire. It's gonna die in 2 minutes. Okay. But anyway, so like I've realized that you could, melt snow for water, but then I failed to realize that you had to boil it. So I ended up getting dysentery and died. Alright, status. Status is your early warning system. When you bring up the quick stats or the radial menu, you'll get a preview of your current condition as well as information about how cold, tired, hungry, and thirsty you are. Anytime one of these status indicators is empty in red, it means you're losing condition. Lose all your condition and you'll die. So I'm starting to get pretty thirsty here. So
I might be stuck here a while. Better see what I can use.
I need more tinder to get that fire started. So let's explore a little bit and see what we can find. So here's a stick. Here's newsprint roll. I can get the fire started there. Cardboard box. I can... Ooh. I have the metal shard. Okay, cool. I can actually break that apart by hand. It'll just... as you can see, you can select a tool and it'll affect how long it'll take, how many calories you'll expend. But it won't necessarily... I don't think it affects the yield. So let's just use our hands for now. We don't need to waste time with getting pretty much our only tool. damaged. So let's start up this fire. And then once we get the fire started, I'll throw on another log, and then we'll melt some snow and start to boil it. So let's see. And there's always going to be a chance for something to not succeed unless you use a key item. So like for example, you can use an accelerant to help you with starting a fire and it will always be successful, which is like lighter fluid and stuff like that. So it looks like we're pretty successful now. Let's throw on some fuel and see, we don't have any food to cook, but what I can do is boil some water, or I can melt some snow and then boil it. And as time goes by, this is time ticking away, what I can do is throw on another log and make it go a little bit longer, and then we'll boil all of the water that we just created from melting the snow. So as you can see from our menu right here, we're very thirsty and very hungry. So what I'm going to do right now is drink that water that I just made. And I'll drink all the way up to full, so I won't use up all of it. So I still have enough to fill up an entire bar and then a little bit extra. So let's see if we can find any food anywhere. We don't need any more wood right now. This is a cardboard box, so that's tinder in case our fire goes out, but we should be fine for now.
Looks like
some
debris from the crash
boxes,
so
we can check the boxes. This is a crate. I can crush that to make some wood. Let's search this container, see if there's food.
Excellent.
Yes, we got some meals ready to eat and some more matches. I'll pick up this stuff. And you know what? Let's break this down. Ooh, and there was some water purification tablets underneath it. That's lucky. Let's keep searching. There's a book. Some antiseptic. You know what? Since we got something from that first one. Yep. Nice. Awesome. All right, and luckily our fire is still burning. So actually, let's eat our rations. Cool.
Shit. That cut smarts.
Ooh, infected.
Doesn't get infected.
Alright, so now I'm at risk for infection, so I can use either disinfectant or whatever that thing is. I'm not sure what that is, but I know I just picked up some antiseptic right here. So let's use that and apply the antiseptic. Take care of ourselves. And we still have some left, but we've healed the infection risk.
I don't feel so good. I need to rest up.
Alright, he's just gonna rest right here. Day 3.
The weather's turning bad. I'm gonna need a good long fire to keep from freezing to death.
Alright, let's see. We're fine on hunger and thirst for now. Could be worse. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gather all of the fire materials that I can possibly find.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Ooh, yeah, it's a pretty cold day today.
Getting colder. If I don't have enough firewood to last the night, I might not make it.
Okay. We still got some time before it's creeping down pretty quickly, but what I can do, let's see. Okay, let's start up our fire. 95% chance of success with this book. Normally I wouldn't like burning books, but it's a matter of life and death. Here we go.
Come on.
Just gotta get this fire going. Come on. You can do it. And just because it passes a certain point doesn't always mean it'll be successful. It could reach the point just before and still fail. So you got to be careful with that. I want to make sure that I have enough wood to do for the night, so I'm just going to throw everything on there and just warm myself up. It's giving off a lot of heat now. Let's see. It's actually 38 degrees Fahrenheit with a wind chill of -2, but with the fire it feels like 40 degrees. So, excellent. Let's see. See if I can find any more. Getting hungry. Let's crack open this crate and take it back. Just throw it more onto the fire. Wonder if I'll need like 8 hours worth of fire going. So let's.
Goddamn freezing.
Yes, I know it's cold, my friend. Very cold. Oh, another book. A bunch of books, actually. Nice. Let's see if we can do anything about this crate here. Break it down. And see what else. Just pick up as many sticks as we can find. Alright, let's see what we can do about this. Reclaimed wood. And we have about 7 hours worth. I want to hold on to these books just for now, because they're actually very good base for starting fires.
Too cold to think.
Break this down. Actually, let's take a drink of water, because we're getting pretty thirsty here. And that's all full. Cool. And it looks like it's getting pretty dark out now, so let's throw some more wood on the fire. It's still 7 hours, but we're starting to really warm up. See what our journal says. Build a fire in the cave that will last the night, 9 hours. So we need a couple more hours worth of fire material. It'll take 10 minutes to break that down. Just get all of the branches that we can find. Ooh. We should warm ourselves up. So close. Okay. Let's see what we got here. It's starting to get really dark.
So cold.
No. This branch right here, let's break it down. Okay. We definitely have enough materials now. Yep.
Fire looks good. Now, to warm up before I freeze to death.
Okay. And it's just a matter of literally sitting here by the fire and warming up our bodies. But we're pretty hungry now. So yeah, this is pretty much the Long Dark. I'm really liking it. It's a lot of fun. And it just feels so atmospheric. I like the soundtrack that goes along with it. It's really cool. Yep. That's all I have to do is just sit here by the fire and
that should last me through the night.
warm up.
So tired.
Day 4. We're making progress here.
Thought that storm would never end. I need to find some food.
Okay, let's go find some more food. Crows, your ears are your best survival tool. Pay attention to your surroundings, and you might glean information that's important for your survival. For example, a murder of crows circling up ahead might suggest an animal carcass, or even a human corpse might be nearby. Interesting. Be
It was a
pretty.
hell of a storm last night. Blew that tree clean over.
Pretty dark if the game's like, oh yeah, human corpses are nearby. You might. Ooh, no, let's not go there. I hope the game isn't implying that you can, eat people. Ah,
So hungry.
the tree fell over, so I can climb up here now. I see it. There's a deer corpse up there. Still can't sprint though. There's a backpack.
Astrid's back.
I can't search the backpack, but I can look at this. It's locked.
Locked.
Combination. I don't have it. Ooh, cutscene. But I'm supposed to be getting foods.
Jackrabbit Remote Transport. Mackenzie speaking.
Oh, this is me. It must be a flashback then.
Whoa. Well, slow down, Maureen. What are you talking about?
The art style is really cool
It's
too.
okay.
I like it.
I've got it from here.
Yeah. If you can't tell, this is definitely an indie game.
Hello, Will.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while, I know.
Yeah. Years. I haven't heard from you since...
I know. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't important.
Well... What brings you... I mean... Are you sick?
No, not me. But I need to get to someone who is.
Right. So you're still a doctor?
Yes, I'm still a doctor.
I thought that after... Why are you here?
I need your help.
There's some history
There's an
between these
isolated
two.
community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
Great
and
Bear? There's nothing there anymore. Not since...
I know. But I have to get there.
Still trying to save the world, huh?
Somebody has to.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mackenzie... Will... I didn't come here to fight about the past. I need a pilot to take me somewhere remote.
So that
Someone
explains
who won't ask too many questions.
why we're
Someone I can
trapped out in the
trust.
wilderness.
Wait. Questions. Astrid, are you in trouble?
Are you gonna help me, or not?
What's in the case?
See, there's that thing about no questions, remember?
What's in the case, Astrid?
No questions.
She's acting shady.
The weather out there is bad. Bad. But it's getting worse. You walk in here after years. I could have been dead. You could have been. And then you show up and you want me to just risk my life flying into the middle of the great northern nowhere to deliver you in some mystery metal case to some remote wilderness outpost. All because you walked in here and asked me to?
Sign me up.
Yes.
Astrid, you can't bring him back.
This isn't about that.
I know how hard it's been.
No. You don't know, Mackenzie. You don't know anything.
You don't think I feel it too?
Are you gonna take me or not? The longer I wait, the worse it'll get. Damn it. I don't have time for this.
Wait. The worse what we'll get? Why do I have a feeling you're not talking about the weather?
Because I'm not.
Throw your bags in the plane. I'll get started on pre-flight.
And
Better
just like
buckle up
that.
tight, because it's gonna be a rough ride.
I definitely appreciated that.
Whatever's
Gives...
in this case, Astrid was ready to die for it. I hope she hasn't already died for it.
Alright, so, Will's coat. That must be my coat then. Coat you were wearing when you crashed your plane. Clothing. Clothing is armor against cold. Out in the wilderness, clothing is like armor against the elements. Wear layers to stay warm, and remember, wind is your enemy. Clothing offers different protection from cold and wind chill. Your clothes can get wet from blowing snow or if you fall into water, which makes them ineffective and increases your risk of hypothermia or even frostbite. Keep your clothes as dry as you can. Finally, clothing can protect you from physical injuries and from falling or tangling with wildlife. Balance all these factors against the weight and mobility costs for your combined clothing. So you can actually wear different layers of clothes, like multiple shirts, multiple jackets, multiple hats and scarves. So let's wear this. Ooh, that's frozen though, it's being marked as frozen, so it's probably really cold right now. Ravaged deer carcass.
Saved my life. This doesn't look too good, but what choice do I have?
Okay, so let's take all of the meat we can. Alright. Raw meat. Everything you can eat can kill you. When starving, you may feel desperate enough to take your chances, but in general, eating raw meat is a bad idea. Cook it over a fire to avoid getting food poisoning or parasites. Cooked meat also lasts longer, and it attracts fewer predators. So, what I can do is I can now... I need a hatchet for that, but I can break that down.
I could probably climb that.
I don't need those yet. I should be able to search her backpack too. That's lame. Let's drink some more water too. There we go. Alright, let's go cook off our food. It annoys me that I can't sprint right now.
Damn. I'm freezing.
Here we go, back to the fire. 13 minutes, yeah. We came back just in time. Let's throw some more on there. And let's cook this meat. Might as well cook it all. Like, as the game said, the cooked food will last longer, and it will. Because the raw meat will actually, you know, start to rot if you don't cook it up. Alright, now let's eat our food. It's under the food tab. There we go. And we should be good. And let's actually make some more water too while we got the chance. And let's boil that. We could use the purification tabs, but let's save that in case we need it down the line. Alright, let's drink some more water. And we drank half of what we made, so we're good. See what our journal says. See if you're strong enough to climb out of the ravine. Awesome. Well, since we got some time, let's make a little bit more water. Because we don't know when the next time will be that we'll have a chance to make up some water. Alright, and let's boil up all that water. And down here's my health condition, so there's no way to make it go up. Well, there is, but you have to sleep. So basically what I'm trying to say is, like, first aid won't make it go back up, but, you know, taking time and resting will. Alright, let's climb up. Oh. Ooh, sprained ankle now. Alright, rose hips. Mother Nature's painkillers. Sometimes Mother Nature is your pharmacist. Craft rose hips into a preparation that can be boiled in water and produce a tea with pain-relieving properties. Keep your eyes open for other natural remedies. So, yeah, that was definitely meant to happen.
No telling what tomorrow will be.
Let's take these rose hips. And now my ankle is healed, apparently. Day 5.
I feel stronger today.
Okay.
I think I can climb out of here now.
Alright. What you know can save you. As you learn things about the world, either through your own actions or through interactions with people, you unlock knowledge about people, places, things, and actions. Deeper knowledge can be revealed when you gain the trust of other survivors you meet. This knowledge is tracked in your journal for future reference. Awesome. So I think I'm going to end this part here. It's getting on a little bit more than a half hour now, so I'm going to leave this off here, and we're going to continue on out of the ravine in the next part. I'm really enjoying this. This is so much fun. Alright, but until next time, I've been Joe from Joe Plays Gaming. Joe Plays Games, and you have been watching The Long Dark. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.